Hey, everybody.
Hey, happy February 6th.
February 6th, everybody. What a day.
Oscar
That was quite a Super Bowl, right?
Man, I can't believe how many Ravens the points got. I mean, how many points the Ravens got.
They're not even playing.
Yeah, the Patriots. Go, Tom Brady.
I think they're going to lose. That's my prediction. I'm going to make a prediction. I
Wouldn't
think
mind beating his wife's spread.
Tom Brady's he's gonna get beat up a little bit by those inside defensive linemen that the Rams have. Aaron Donald and that Yakamika Sue, whatever the fuck his name is.
I don't know about the Rams, but his wife sure gets me horny.
So, plus, Tom Brady don't like to get hit. Tom Brady's turned into a real fucking glamour puss. Did you see him after the game the other day? He wears like fur and shit, and he's a real fucking cunt.
Well, there was that one call that they had where it wasn't like it was roughing the passer.
Yeah,
they barely touched him.
Yeah, they barely touched him. But they basically all the quarterback rules are set up so Tom Brady doesn't get touched because they can't afford to lose him.
I wouldn't mind roughing his wife up. No, that doesn't really work. No, I wouldn't mind.
No, it would still work.
All right,
Yeah.
beat the fuck out of Tom Brady.
I like to rough her passer.
Remember he kissed his son on the lips?
Yeah.
That was a cool video. He's like, give daddy a kiss. Right on the lips.
Kiss your...
My daughters, just a little tongue. They're 12. I mean,
Oh, that's an Italian thing, kissing your... My friend, Greg Torchiana, I went to his house one time. He kissed his dad right on the lips.
That's just wrong. I remember when I was maybe 10, where you just reached that level. I kissed my grandfather. My grandfather sat me down. He goes, "Don't ever fucking do that again. You're a man. Men don't kiss." And I went, "Okay, Grandpa."
Yeah.
well, I think if you have an Italian mother, you probably want to kiss your Italian father because his mustache is probably smaller than hers.
I knew you're going there, but I let you go anyway. He's having trouble with it.
Trying to
I let him spit it out.
It was up there. I was going to the light. Carol Ann, going to the light. yeah, we're Irish. We don't kiss. I didn't tell my mother I love her. It's ridiculous.
I never heard "I love you" when I was a kid.
No, never.
It was awkward.
On my dad's deathbed, I was telling this the other day, not on this show, but anyway, my dad was on his deathbed, so my mom was like on one side. They already been divorced for a while, but he was in Chicago. My mom lived in Philadelphia at the time. She flew out because he was in bad shape. She's on one side of his bed. I'm on the other side. I just came from L.A. to visit him, so she's holding his hand, and I'm on the other side of the bed. She's like, "Tell him you love him." I'm like,
No.
That's right.
I'm like,
Yep.
nope.
He don't want to hear it. I don't want to say it.
So then she's like, tell him.
Yeah.
Really going, tell him. And he's like out of it. I don't know if he can even hear me. So then I finally go like, "Dad, I love you." He's like, He didn't hear it, didn't say nothing back, didn't love me. I think I said it when everybody was gone, when I was leaving. I think when I was leaving, going back to L.A. But, I never kissed my dad. I never fucking...
No. When I had an aunt who died a horrible death, she was a lifelong smoker. She actually she passed out on the beach and she was watching me, and I had to get pulled out of the Ocean City, Maryland, the water because I was drowning, and they had to resuscitate me and shit.
For real?
Yeah.
Was she drunk?
Oh, she was.
She was the only one watching you?
Yeah, Aunt Joe. And then later on that night, I was on the couch. It was 1970. I was 6 or 7, and I was on the couch, and she comes over to apologize. She's got a drink in her hand and a cigarette. And she burned me with a cigarette. I was like,
man.
"Get this bitch away from me, please!"
A good old Aunt Joe.
So then,
Where's your mom doing?
Oh, this is my father. It wasn't my mother's side.
Oh.
And so she was in one of those. She had lung cancer at the end of her life, and she was in one of those oxygen tent. It was one of those
Trying to
beds.
light up a cigarette?
Yeah, that's right. No, but so the machine had gears, so the bed could go up and go down, and it was in an oxygen tent. So somehow a spark from the gear went off, and she burned to death and burned half the house down.
Oh my God.
That's how she died. So
She was an oxygen tent in her own house?
Yeah, it was
it didn't happen in a hospital because they could have sued for millions.
Yeah, they actually got a pretty good settlement. But then my
Who, the bed people?
yeah, from the medical equipment people. And so my grandfather goes to her husband. She's been dead for a day. And he goes, they're talking about the arrangements. He goes, "You might want to think about getting her cremated because you probably get a discount."
Oh, Jesus. Half off.
They've already done a lot of it.
Yeah.
So funny.
The work's been already put in.
I was like, "Do not start laughing."
Be heated.
I mean,
All right, we're here with Steve Grillo
yep.
Hey,
Steve Grillo,
what's going on, guys?
Legend. And his friend Pat.
and his friend Pat. What's your Twitter, Steve?
Steve Gorilla.
Yep.
Gorilla. Well, everybody.
Hashtag Leslie Jones.
that was my sort of what Howard used to call me on the air. So I figured anybody that would
He would
attribute
call you
my
that
name
'cause-
to anything would be Gorilla. So.
Because he would call you that because he would just get it wrong and then
Oh,
he
it's
just made a joke out of it.
It's actually a little bit of a weird story. When I was a kid, I grew up in Brooklyn, and the kids were vicious.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had all my friends. There was a Jewish kid, a Chinese kid, a Puerto Rican kid, and then
Like the
stutterer.
sweat hogs.
Yeah, basically. So
Mr. Carter!
So basically, those are really easy things to pick on.
Yeah.
I was sort of like in the gray zone.
Yeah.
So somehow or another,
That sweater.
yeah.
It's gray.
So somehow or another, to offend me, they called me gorilla. Like, you
Yeah.
motherfucks bananas. It was like, so that was my trigger to piss me off. So my first day ever on the air, Gary Delabate kind of like said Steve Gorilla. He said it in a weird way. And so it stuck. Howard called me Gorilla ever since then. And then it was so funny because I went home that day, and one of my best friends, who was the Puerto Rican kid, I go, Mike, I was on the air today. He goes, yeah, so? I said, guess what Howard called me? He goes, what, he called you a gorilla? Like, he had no idea. I was like, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So it kind of stuck. So that's how I just used that as my Twitter handle, I guess.
So I don't even know that. So you were at Howard Stern for what years?
91 to 98.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like the golden years, I
Howard
guess.
dedicated private parts.
No, Miss America.
Sorry, to Steve.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were always an intern there, or
Pretty much. Well, I would always be classified as an intern. Technically,
Why?
what I was doing was associate producer, but just because I started out.
Who did you answer to?
Basically, at first it was Gary.
Gary?
And then they had an office manager that was they took on a woman by the name of McCarthy Tobin, who was also we're all still friends. Kathy came in like a couple years later because Gary really couldn't handle everything himself, so she ran like the interns and the office. But on a daily basis, it was like Howard and Robin, really, because I picked up Howard in the morning.
Oh, you did?
I did the news for Robin every day.
You picked him up in a car?
Well, he was downstairs. Like Ronnie, the limo driver, would call up, and I'd have to go down and I'd bring him into the building, and then I'd walk him down to the limo at the end of after the show.
Was Howard chatty in the morning?
Yeah. We had fun. That's where we sort of kind of bonded, because, every morning I had private time with him, like for at least.
You give him the newspaper?
Yeah. No, actually.
You read the headlines to him? It's
Yeah.
9/11.
Hey, sorry, I did the jumble. Sorry.
Sorry. Oops.
Wait, so then why'd you leave?
I wasn't getting paid. Basically when they.
Because they have so much money, so I don't understand.
Dude, if you knew the fucking whole thing, it's so sad. I love being there, so it's partly my fault. But basically, as an intern, you get credit at college. So I got rid of I worked on my credits after the first first year I was there. I wasn't getting credit anymore, but nobody said anything. They just let me keep coming in.
Yeah.
So I wasn't getting paid. So at some point around year 5 or 6, Tom Chiasano, the general manager, realized that it's illegal to not pay somebody. And
How were you financing your life?
because I'm a fucking hustling motherfucker, that's how.
I'll take 2 8-balls.
So no, I was
were you-
bartending. I was working at nightclubs with Patrick.
Yeah, but were you using the Stern show to get gigs and stuff?
Yeah, I like Hooters would hire me to do a bikini contest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was used to do the Hawaiian Tropic Beauty Contest out in Brooklyn. That was like $500
So you
a
were
night.
intern there for 4 years, and then you're like someone, and then you didn't even say I want money. Tom said we got to pay.
He didn't even say we got to pay you. He freaked out because he knew if I would have sued them or did something about it, he would get fired. So he told me, you can't be here. And I'm like, what do you mean I can't be here? I'm like, you're telling me I'm fired and I don't even get paid? I was like, how about you pay me? Because we can't. So that
Why
day.
can't they pay you?
Dude, because they were just tight-ass motherfuckers. They were making millions of dollars a day, but they wouldn't pay me. So that day after I had that conversation with Tom, I was walking down Howard to his limo, and I said, I have to leave. I can't come back. And he's like, what are you talking about? I said, well, I don't get credit at school, and, Tom doesn't want to pay me. And he goes, oh, I'll talk to Tom. So basically, they started paying me 30 hours. I was working about 50, 60 hours a week there. They paid me for 30 hours. The minimum wage at that time was probably like $6.35.
And they pay you minimum wage?
Yeah, minimum wage. Because if they paid me 40, they would have to give me health benefits.
Oh.
So they kept it at 30.
Why do they only pay you minimum wage?
Dude, I don't know. You want to call Tom up? This is what they did to me.
Who else was there at the show at that time?
It was Stuttering John, Mike Ganji. The E Show was there, so there was all the whole TV.
They made money
crew.
from that too.
Yeah, there was a TV show that I was on like on a daily
What
basis.
they pay Stuttering John?
I don't know. That's one thing we never talked about working on that show was how much everybody got paid. It was always a secret. It was always.
Artie talked about it a lot, didn't he? When he got there.
Maybe not on that show. Maybe afterwards. But I don't know that.
I thought I saw different clips where he's talking about money.
It's possible. They just didn't pay. So then,
Oh wait, so when Stuttering John was an intern, then they started paying him.
at some point, yeah, John got a
because he was
paycheck.
doing bits. Because he was.
Well,
doing
listen,
bits.
he was putting. We were both out there because I used to go with John on all the interviews. We were both putting our lives on the line every time we went out and asked all the. He asked the questions. I was basically there to just hang out and
Yeah.
help him out. But I got the
weird that
shit
they're
beat out of me
so-
by
it's-
Spike Lee's bodyguards going and do that. Like I got
It's weird
pummeled.
that they're so cheap. I mean, I know they're Jews, but I mean, it can't just be that, right?
No, so the reason for me leaving, it
I
was
mean,
like,
I'm literally saying they're Jews.
well, Howard was, but
Howard's a Jew,
Tom
and then
Giussano
is
was
it-
Italian. Mel Karmazin
yeah.
probably a Jew.
Yeah, Mel's a Jew.
Yeah.
What it is Howard's here, then you have Robin here, then you have Fred here, Gary, and then I think from there it's a huge drop off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, huge. Yeah. Like, if
but they
John was
don't
making
have to
40
pay-
grand a year, I'd be surprised.
Who?
At the pinnacle of, like, say, when I was there, if John was making 40 grand a year from that, I'd be surprised.
Because they just don't want to. Because they know it's good for your career.
So when I decided to leave was they had me like once they started to pay you, there's that corporate leash around your neck now. Where you
Yeah.
have to do this, you have to do that. So they had me. Howard was obsessed with any mention of his name in an article anywhere. I had to do 5 copies, one for him, one for Gary, one for Tom, one for I had to use special archive paper, which is paper that doesn't yellow. So I had to make copies, and he had a
No
service.
yellow joke, no Asian joke.
Gonna jump in on the Chinese paper?
Half an hour later, you have to read it again.
Yeah. Sharp as a tack.
Thank you.
Brian the knife.
Again, I don't know if he's a hack or a genius. I can't figure it out. But he makes more minimum wage.
Yeah.
We pay him by the show.
Yeah. So basically, I was after the show and Howard left. I had to sit there and basically I was on a copy machine for 2 to 3 hours a day making copies of all these articles. If it was a 5-page article that mentioned Howard Stern at the very end arbitrarily, I had to make a copy of it. So
This is obviously before the internet.
yeah, definitely.
But why wouldn't they just give you $100 a day or something? You know what I mean? It's just
No.
it's fucking.
So it comes out to like now I'm really getting annoyed at what I'm doing because it's not fun anymore. So it's been a year since I'm getting paid $6.35 for 30 hours a week.
And then you're also, but then you also have to pick up other jobs, right? So you're
Yeah, no,
exhausted
I was in an off-Broadway play, Grandma Sylvia's funeral.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, of course.
No, of course, nobody saw.
But you're probably exhausted because you have to have like 3 other jobs.
Oh yeah, I was sleeping. I was living on 2-hour naps.
Yeah.
And so after a year, I went into Tom's office and I was like, so Tom, it's been a year. Listen, I'm working like 60 hours a week. Can I get a raise and can I get paid just for 40 so I can get health benefits? And he goes, no. I said, but I'm breaking my ass here till 2 o'clock in the afternoon every day. He goes, well, then only work to 30. And I go, well, oh, okay. Well, that means I have to leave at like 10 o'clock. He goes, so that's what you got to do. I said, what about a raise? He goes, well, I'll give you the company standard. I'm like, well, what's that? It's like, I don't know, 4.2% or something like that. It was like, so basically I got another quarter.
Nice.
And here's the defining moment when I said, I'm done. I walked Howard down, had that same conversation. I said, yeah, Tom, I said, I'm pulling like 60 hours in here, and Tom would only pay me for 30, and he's going to give me a quarter raise. And he goes, well, that's Tom. And I went, at that moment, I went, I'm done. I'm out of here. You're not going to fucking back me up? I'm done. And I said I was going to be an actor and I was leaving for L.A., but that was the real reason that he wouldn't stick up for me. So
That's why you said you quit?
I was a gentleman. I gave him 2 weeks' notice. I let them. I trained it was KC at the time. KC took my job, and I trained KC. I didn't want to burn the bridge because if I would have stayed there,
Casey's still there now?
no. KC's in Long Island. He's got his own show. He wrote a book. I think it's called Simply Amazing or something. He's doing well considering he's a raging alcoholic.
Yeah.
Gay too?
No, I don't think so. I know he likes women, but I can't
That
say.
Casey and the Sunshine Band guy? It's a different guy.
So, but I didn't want to burn the bridge, so I left.
Oh,
that.
roller skates.
The show's called Burning Bridges, so now you can do it.
Yeah, okay.
So-
Well, I just did.
But
it's annoying to me that they fucking they draw the line with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they draw the line with like just people that can't. It's just.
But for a couple of years after that, you would still pop into the show from time to time.
Yeah, no, but I did. But that's exactly why I didn't burn the bridge, because I knew in the future if I had to promote something or if I was doing something and I needed that publicity, I could always go back. But now that they're not taking anybody from the past. And no old staff members are allowed to come back on the show.
Yeah, no John, no you. Certainly
Artie.
No Artie. Well,
KC.
right. And
So-
then Jackie, I guess.
No Jackie either.
Well, and who made that decision?
Well, he's got this new guru person that is in his life, I guess. It's teaching him about how you have to move forward in your life and not go
So that's his
backwards.
wife. That's his wife. I just because I have a wife.
Yeah.
You know how wives always want you to like look for. There was this like new agey shit. So I'm sure his wife like said like you can't keep looking back and blah blah blah. And he's like, all right, honey, because he wants to fuck her, occasionally.
also does-
So he has to play ball with his wife a little bit, and then this maybe she knew her or whatever, and then it's all and because my wife listens to the show now. She was listening to the show when I left. And she goes, Howard Stern, when I started doing my show, I was shitting on everybody and I was getting in a lot of trouble, whatever. And she goes, I go, well, that's the show. Or if I would shit on her, she would go, I go, well, that's the show. That's why people like it. I asked Florentine, because Florentine's been, Howard Stern fan forever.
Yeah.
I said, I asked Florentine, and Florentine said, Howard Stern used to say the most ridiculous shit about his wife, and nothing was off limits to, and she goes, yeah, but now he regrets. I go, fuck that, because he became famous because of that, and now he's like, I don't want to, that's tacky, I don't want to do that, that's like below me, now I want to just interview fucking Paul McCartney, So, but again, if he hadn't done that, no one ever would have fucking heard of him.
No.
There is a woman that came in who was like a show consultant. I know. I've heard this from other people.
Marcy Turk, is that the
Yeah,
show
Artie always
consultant.
talks about it, but I'm saying I'm sure it's his wife is involved somehow. Like Howard, we have to be like he wants to be considered classy now.
Yeah, oh, well, he's become the person he used to make fun of.
Yeah, right.
He used to make fun of all the A-list celebrities that left their first wife and got the Hollywood trophy wife and then got the house in the Hamptons in Florida. And now that's what he's doing.
Yep.
The largest property taxpayer in Palm Beach. I've seen his. I
think that's Trump.
But no, this is like his single. Trump is a whole different. That's like a corporation. But he puts like $300,000 a year in property taxes. He bought a $50 million home.
He makes $300,000 in a half an hour.
Yeah.
He has more money than his kids could spend.
Yeah, so it's like they're cheap with you. It's just the whole thing. That's why I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan because I never listen to radio in the morning, and I'm not gonna. But whenever I listen to like old interviews, I'm not. I don't. I think he's overrated anyway. But he did invent like the shock jock genre, I guess. Yeah. But then for him to be like, I don't want, that's tacky. It's like, come on.
Well, he went from having like characters on the show like Gary the retard and Eric.
Right.
Now he won't say those names anymore.
It's Gary the Conqueror.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But he has Shuley handles all this, right? Doesn't Shuley handle he's like the retard whisperer?
He's a whack pack.
Yeah, the whack pack guy.
Shuley's another guy. He's a great person. Listen, I know people are going to wind up listening to this and think that I'm fucking bitching and complaining.
No, you're not. I'm bitching.
Okay.
You're not doing anything.
But those are the best years of my life.
You're telling the facts.
I had a fucking great time there. It was like,
of course. But for them to just go like, you put 7 years and then they just go like, he's expendable. I mean, that's just fucking tacky because they have the money. Yeah. Instead of just going like maybe we can't hire everybody. How do you even get an internship there back then?
I was just a persistent asshole.
He wrote a handwritten letter. It's really funny.
And you were at what school?
I was at Hunter College. I was down the block.
So everyone was trying to get an internship.
Yeah,
there,
but
right?
I sent in a formal letter, like that was professionally done, and I didn't hear anything. So I was like, shit. So the next time I heard they were looking for interns, I'm going to go for the desperate look. So I literally was in class, and I wrote a handwritten letter. I did every other line, and I tore it out of the spiral notebook, and it had all the frayed fucking things on it, and I stuffed it to an envelope, and I dropped it off.
You just put Howard Stern on it, no address, Howard Stern.
Yeah, no, I dropped it off. I didn't even fucking mail it.
Because that's what they want. But then for them to just go like, all right, we used you, and now here you go, and you used us, but you didn't get anything from it.
Did you get a lot of pussy?
I got more pussy from doing the off-Broadway play than I did working on the show.
Really?
Because I love
that off-Broadway pussy. I hear good things.
I it was kind of terrifying because I was afraid that if I did, I'm not saying I didn't ever not fuck a fan, but I did. But I'm just saying, like, I was more afraid that they'd call up and be like, he's got a little dick or something like that, or he sucks in bed. You know, it's kind of like.
Yeah, but that's better for the show if they do
Well,
that.
I know, but that's why I was more terrified what they would do after I had sex with them.
I mean, I think with a show like that, you have to make yourself like not expendable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you have a little dick, or if you have a little, you know, I mean, that's almost like better because that way you became more things for them to make fun of you for. You know what I mean?
I did when he did the pay-per-view special in 1994. I think it was New Year's Eve 93 or 94. I fucked like two of the girls from the pageant, not at the same time, but when he found out, they brought me in and I didn't fucking wear rubber, so it was they wanted to send me for an AIDS test and shit like that.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. But that was an interesting moment when I walked home and both my parents were sitting on the couch. Really? I was like, I'm going to bed.
Why were your parents mad?
What? They were fucking. It was a huge show that day, and the fact that he wanted to send me for an AIDS test and stuff. Somehow my mother they were listening or someone called him up and told them.
Oh, you lived at home?
At that time, I lived at home, so I was only like 20 years old.
And then so when you were working at Howard Stern, you lived at home the whole time?
No. I had to be there at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I wanted to find. You know, I had a girlfriend that was living in the city, so I was like staying with her most of the time, and then. I got a dorm room at Hunter College, and then I infamously got the apartment with Ganji that we used to be. It used to be like this writer. He wrote Easy Money. He wrote for Rodney Dangerfield because Dangerfield was down the block. So he wrote. So it went from him to Jackie to Stuttering John because it was like a rent-controlled apartment. It was like $300 a month, and
dump.
No, I loved it. It had a bathtub in the kitchen, but it was cool as fuck.
Right.
But it was an old.
Yeah, I had one of those apartments.
Yeah, so
East Side too.
Yeah, it was 65th between first and second.
Mine was first and
in
second
York.
between first and second at 77th or 78th.
But it was cheap, and then me and Ganji moved in, and then after we had that big falling out with Stuttering John, we moved to 91st Street, and then I was at 18th Street for 20 years, and now I'm in Hell's Kitchen. So, but I wanted to be.
You lost your place in 18th Street?
No, I left. I moved.
Okay.
Yeah. It was 20 years. I was done with that apartment. I love where I'm living right now. And it's pretty interesting to be, down the block from the bar that you hang out at all the time.
Are you behind on your rent?
Well, yeah.
We talked about this before the show.
We didn't really get into it. And
I don't want to get into it because
he goes, I don't want to
it's
get into it.
embarrassing.
Brian brings it up on the show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But by the time
He's blind and drunk, so that's why I forgot and I'm drunk and I can't see.
I haven't had a drink today.
No wonder you're on edge.
I know.
yeah, that's what it shakes.
Wait, so when you left Howard Stern, could you use that to get a job, or did people not take that seriously? You wanted to be in show business anyway, right?
Yeah. No, I was already.
Do you have AIDS?
Yeah, exactly.
So you're
my resume.
You want to be an actor?
Well, I've done acting. Yeah, sure.
Well, what did you want to do?
Yeah, well, I love both sides. I like to write. I could be in production. I could be in front of the camera. But I was getting involved in that. I was actually doing pretty well. I was working at a nightclub, bartending, making piles of cash, and I was also working on The Sopranos. I was Anthony Jr.'s stand-in for 3 seasons.
Right. Did you ever see his part on The Sopranos?
Yeah, I did.
So,
don't disrespect the pizza place.
Yeah, that was my famous.
Did they pay you for that minimum wage?
No, I actually
Kidding,
got
of
SAG.
course.
I got SAG
25.
SAG scale.
SAG scale. That's what they always
And
tell
I
you.
still get my $1.35 check every once in a while. Yeah.
That's funny. There's a big book coming out about The Sopranos. And they're making a prequel to The Sopranos, all about Tony's dad, David Chase, and fucking...
They are?
Where else
HBO?
those Gavones are? Oh!
Over here.
HBO, yeah.
Why haven't you had a drink today?
Because I just was busy earlier. I woke up at 2:30 in the morning. I'm going back to bed. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, wow. You're in menopause.
Maybe I'm menopause. I was just... My daughter got her period on Friday.
What?
Yeah, she got her period on Friday.
And you were fucking her?
Oh!
She can't...
Yeah, they're all applauding.
Oh, thank you.
I hate that when you're like, it's
Oh, no, you know what that means? How
juicy
she get
down there.
pregnant.
Yeah, totally.
Fucked.
She can get pregnant now. Yeah, I actually
so
told her, it's the first thing I said. I said, now you can have a kid. Congratulations. She's 12. And then I said,
my God.
I said, what's your
12? That's when they get their period?
Yeah, she's also 5'8". You've seen her. She's a tall
dog?
girl. What?
Your dog?
His daughter.
No, my daughter.
I thought you
It
said
did
your
sound like his dog before.
You thought it was my dog got its period?
Yeah.
No.
It's even worse. It's his daughter.
And we
Period.
clap
Well,
for
there-
that.
What's that?
And we clap for your dog getting a period.
Yeah.
That's why I thought you guys were clapping because now he can fuck his dog.
That's true. It's a good point.
I don't mind some rough sex, but that's ridiculous.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah. So the
Wait, you guys know he said his daughter?
Yeah, that's why we were clapping. We were congratulating.
I'm talking to her and I said, take me through that. What does that even mean? She goes, well, I went to the bathroom. I noticed I had a bunch of blood and I was like, oh. She goes, yeah, I knew it was coming because there was a lot of mucus all week. I was like, okay. Because I do.
Why's she telling you?
Because we're very close.
But how about your mom? How about your wife?
Wife? Well, I do blow my nose in her pussy. She's got a pretty mucusy snatch of her own. I won't eat it, but I'll use it as a Kleenex.
What?
So wait, why did she tell? Does your wife know?
Yeah, she told my wife, and it just.
Everybody?
I mean, we didn't announce it on Facebook.
But no,
But a girl's a woman
on
now.
the Kevin Brennan show, you do it.
12?
Yeah. It's not a big deal. It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, it's a huge deal.
How?
She's a woman now.
It's like fucking. It's reality.
Yeah. Well, I
She's
mean,
not a child anymore.
your daughter is tall. Like the
What
taller.
does that have to do with her period?
The faster they evolve.
Yeah. Some kids are so tall they get exclamation points.
We'll cut that out.
Anyway, I love her very much. It's nice that we're
You love her very much, of course you do. So you love her more because she has her period.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Turns you on.
Dracula. Oh.
Jesus.
It's nice. It's nice we're that close. I felt it was like a nice father-daughter
When did it
moment.
happen? Yesterday?
Friday.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So,
No, now did she go tampon or MaxiPen?
we didn't. I kind of like. I stopped it right there. I was like, all right, you had mucus in your vagina. Now you have your period. Great. I'm out of the picture.
I tag out.
Yeah. Don't start dating Puerto Ricans in Gravesend.
It's so fertile.
Gravesend.
Yeah.
So
So yeah.
that's something.
You.
I don't want to even talk about it. I just pretend it's not going to happen.
Right. Exactly.
I don't. It's not my business.
Well,
I mean, it is, but it's my wife's responsibility.
ultimately, I'm not going to show her to put a tampon in her.
No, I'm not. It's not even that. I don't even want to know. The less I know, the better. You know what I mean?
Right. But now, she's acting. It's nice that she's close enough to me where she told me that. We can talk about something else. But
So yeah. So she's going to start acting like a teenager.
no, I don't think they go hand in hand. I think she's now
I
once
think
a
they
month.
do.
she's
I
gonna
think
have to
they
put
do.
in a-
I think that as they get teenagers have mental problems.
Yeah, but I know some really nice teenage girls, that I met on the internet. No, but like I know nice kids. I know nice 14, 15, 16. Not every little girl turns into a cunt for 5 years. Not everyone. I mean,
Yeah, but you see them. You see them. You don't live with them. It's like saying someone you work with seems like a nice person, then you move in with them and they're a fucking nightmare. Or you start dating someone and then you move in with them and then they're fucking right. Steve, you've dealt with that.
Follow what? Yeah.
are you currently single?
Yeah.
Are you
Gonna
getting
be? Of course I am.
Are you getting laid out there though?
It's a rough world out there. The Tinder and all those apps, they're kind of good for a little bit, and then there's so many flaky people out there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just like, it's
How old are you now? 40?
46.
And you want to have a family?
No, I'm totally single.
You'll never have a family.
I don't think so. Unless someone cuts my balls off, I don't know. I just don't. I'm free and clear. I don't have anybody, holding me
clear.
back. You guys have kids. You have to worry about that shit. I don't.
But I understand why are you not working if you don't have anything to holding you back? And isn't there like the unemployment's like 3% or 4%?
The last job I was at, I was getting paid a straight salary, so I can't collect unemployment.
No, but I'm saying, aren't there jobs out there, or not the kind of jobs
Well,
you're looking for?
Not the kind of jobs I'm looking for. Why can't I
You want to be a
get the station?
director of a
Want to do those
Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
those Hawaiian Tropic model things again.
Yeah.
Available $500 a day.
I like.
I want to be
know,
I want to be
think
Leslie
I'm like-
Jones's manager. That's
I
what.
want to be a senator.
I want to be your tampon.
No, but are you? So when you're looking for a job, how do you even look for a job?
It's like everything's online now. It's like Indeed, like I'm on all these different websites, and it's like it seems every time I send out my resume, which is pretty fucking impressive if I don't say so myself, and then no one gets back to me.
And what kind of jobs?
Basically, like producer jobs and stuff like that. Like this, I'm like on Sirius is like Inside Radio and shit. Like I want to do what I know.
So show business jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're hard to get because there's too many people want them.
Well, too many people want them.
There was a guy sitting in the chair right out here. I don't even know who it is, but I'm sure he's looking for a job. When we came in today, who was that guy sitting in that big chair?
He's not going to like that. He's a comedian.
Oh, yeah, but he's looking for a job.
He wants a show, probably.
Yeah, people want jobs and shows and shit. That's how show business is.
I have a show. That's what I'm working on right now, really.
No, but I'm saying he probably wants a job here where they pay him money, you know, where they give him a fucking
Sure, so do
check.
I.
Yeah, so.
That's why I'm here. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. So show business jobs, a lot of people want show business jobs.
I'm here to be Ari Emanuel. Right this way, sir.
Show business is a funny. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know. I've never really applied for a show business job. So I mean, I've gotten show business jobs, but to like apply for them, be like online or whatever, be like, I want to be a producer. It's all that shit. Isn't it all like who you know, Brian? You're.
How did you get the job writing for SNL? Because most of those guys.
I auditioned as a comedian.
And then you hired you as a writer.
No, and then they said we already have too many cast members, so would you take a job as a writer? I said, yeah. I'm not going to go, no, I'm going to hold out.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold out to be a
fucking popcorn.
I did it for the fucking health insurance because I knew it was a fucking.
What years were you on?
Let me think. No, 99, 2000 I was on. And then I was in between when Colin was getting done an update and when his last year, it's a big fucking, it was in my book. But I didn't write a book. But the point is, it was a transitional period, and then I auditioned. I auditioned to do update. I didn't get it. Tina Fey got it, and Jimmy and.
Oh, you don't like Fallon?
No, he's gay. I love him, but he's homosexual.
Really? Because I met his wife. I met him and his wife.
Oh wow, really? If a guy's a wife, if a guy's a wife, that means he's.
This is Brenda. My love, my heart, my joy.
That's why he's in the bars all. Oh, look at my picture. That's why he's in the bars That's why he's in the bars drinking all the time. A lot of closeted homosexuals are. That's why all those actors. Remember all the old fucking timey actors? They were all alcoholics.
Rex Harrison, or
because they're all closeted homosexuals. But anyway, I mean, I can't prove it. You can't really prove a guy's a closeted homosexual.
Orson Welles gay?
Huh?
Was Orson Welles gay?
Probably. All those guys were gay.
Yeah. Did you ever see the Orson Welles drunk commercial?
Oh yeah,
I haven't seen it.
No, you have to. It's like frozen peas commercial, and it says, and he's just. It was.
Well, there's the one for Paul Masson. Shit, can you pull it up, please, Garrett? Just what? It's like 30 seconds.
I met his wife. We're gonna call that episode "I Met His Wife."
Right. Orson Welles drunk wine.
I met his wife, and his dick tastes like shit, but I can't.
Because his son had the car.
Take one. With overlap, action, please. Action, Orson, please.
Just do anything?
No, sorry, cut. Yeah, rolling. 102, take two.
The French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So Paul Masson.
102, take three.
First of all, I like how the actors, they don't even react. Yeah.
That's how, look, that guy looks like a statue.
Champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So Paul Masson.
Oh my God!
He keeps saying God.
He dubbed it.
The taste of French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There's a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence.
This is a different take.
It's fermented in the bottle, and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. Paul Masson's superb taste shouldn't be too surprising. This champagne doesn't come from France, but it was created by a man who did. Paul Masson. Paul Masson will sell no wine.
The saddest part is those fucking actors. It's like, that's how you have to be in showbiz. You have to just be like a fucking, like a robot. Like you can't even, as an actor, they tell you to react, right, to what's happening. They can't react.
No.
They have to just stand there like, the woman never even moved.
Well, they're and they're also working with the great Orson Welles. At that point, was like living on Peter Bogdanovich's couch.
Yeah, but they know he's a complete fucking drunk, raging alcoholic, and they still like, oh, he's a great man.
He did I think it was probably like a radio spot for frozen peas, and he fucking throws a whole tantrum. It's hysterical.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, alcoholism is a bit of a.
Well, listen, let's not throw the baby out the bathwater. What else is going to say?
If you're sober today.
No.
And we're making fun of a drunk man.
It's
Who directed one of the greatest movies of all time, according to people.
What the one with all the girls in the
Sled?
Ghostbusters? He directed Lady Ghostbusters. Ah.
I like when women get mad when they don't, when showbiz is not fair anyway.
No, not at all.
And we were saying before the show started, women don't support other women. Like women will go see like Brad Pitt. We were talking about that movie.
Bradley Cooper. That's the
when Brad Pitt and George Clooney. What's that fucking
Ocean's 11 or
yeah.
whatever?
Yeah.
Women will go see that because they think those guys are handsome. Men will go see that because whatever. But if they do it when they do it with the women and that, women are like, guys will never go see a all women movie.
No, Ocean's 12 didn't see it.
And so will women see that? Maybe, but they can't take their fucking boyfriend. Women like to go out. That's another thing. Women like to go out, so they like to take their man with them because then they feel like, this is my man.
You know, like a good Lady Caper movie?
No. I never saw the other ones, but I'm saying, like, it's like the WNBA. Like, who thought that would work? Who really thought that would work?
Is it still going?
Yeah, men will never go see women play basketball unless it's their fucking college or whatever. But it's like, and women aren't going to go because they're all lesbians.
I had a friend that bought season tickets to the Liberty.
I'm sure they got at a good price.
She would be like, anybody want to go? And I'd be like, crickets.
They paid her.
What you do if they change that $100?
Oh, this guy. We got to keep him sober more often.
Bought an $80 hamburger.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, the cheeseburger would be more than the goddamn tickets. Am I
No.
right? No, but you can't blame. You can only blame fucking society so much. Like women comics are like, women comics, and then you watch women comics, are like, they're not that good. Like some are good, but most of them the average women comic is not good. And also there's different reasons, but they're just not that good. So you can't be like, what the fuck's going on? They're just not as good.
What about Paula Poundstone? She was good.
Oh, you really are from the 90s.
And also, like,
You can pick somebody that you can pick. So go, well, she's good. Okay, yeah, but the average female comedian, it's just not going to be as good as the average male comedian.
Like,
and I don't even like male comedians. I'm just stating a fact.
think about all these girl comics that we know, and they're all like selling their panties in their head or their sugar.
Yeah.
Imagine if you was Mike Vecchione, like,
Yeah,
how you doing? And Mike is like, yeah, I'm selling.
I'm selling my boxers.
my boxers.
No, they want to be treated. They want to be treated like as professional comedians, and then they're all whoring it up on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, like-
and fucking right. Karen Feehan.
Yeah, right.
She shows her ass like she's a fucking black girl.
All the time.
Yeah.
Those dead sharks.
It's like treat me like a professional. Treat me with respect. I'm not a sex object. And then they make themselves sex objects, and then you're like, what the fuck is this?
And then you get yelled
cunt.
at. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. So, but they're just not as funny. How many women do you know that are like? Most guys are kind of funny because they got to get pussy to be a little funny. Guy, but women already got the pussy. So they don't need to be funny. They already got the fucking party in their pants, Steve.
I know. I enjoy the party.
Anyway, it's annoying.
When's the last time you like went out with a girl or what? I'm always fascinated.
Hey, you're with it.
Does my ex-wife count?
You were married?
I was married.
Wait, where's she? Where's she buried? Let me rephrase the question.
Upstate New York. No, we're close. We're good friends, I guess.
Why'd you get divorced?
You still hook up?
Yeah, because she's a fucking narcissistic sociopath.
Wait, you still hook up with her though? Yeah. Wow. She lives in Manhattan?
She brings chicks over. It's cool.
No.
Yeah. So that's why I never
fucked-
cheated.
You fucked them?
Oh, she demands it.
Now or when you were married?
Both.
Wow.
Even if you walk in the room now, they're like, "Where's your son?" You're like, "Are you the guy I'm gonna fuck?" Like, you're like, got your newsy hat on. Like, let's get it on. You got a cough. Like,
Dick don't
Oh,
work.
it was,
God damn it. Where's my chew? Where's my chew poos?
see me at
What do you
Club
call-
Expo back in the
What do
day.
they call this thing? Our new ad sponsor?
Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
Chew.
I call them chew poos.
And remember, Friday nights are blue Jews. I'll chew it for you.
Wait, your ex-wife is still hooking you up?
Yeah.
I don't believe any of
And
this.
how far upstate is she?
No, she's in the city.
Okay, I don't know.
And what does she do?
She's a yoga instructor.
Yogurt?
Yogurt?
You're blueberry.
Open your mouth. You're gonna get a spoon. Okay. The top's gonna have
Oh,
a little
she's
bit
a
of.
yoga instructor. She's probably in shape, right?
Oh, she's hot.
And then
Gonna have
she
a little
meets
foil
girls,
on it.
She
You gotta pull
brings
the
over
foil
other
back.
hot girls.
Yeah.
And then you fuck them. Does she fuck them too, or she just
yeah.
watches you?
Oh no, it's just like a just like a porno, just the way I thought
What
it
do
would
you
happen.
complain about?
Who's complaining?
Just get a job at the local cinema or something. Just
not-
make ends meet if your ex-wife's getting you pussy. My ex-wife was hooking me up.
I'm
I'd
just
be working anywhere. I wouldn't give a shit.
tearing tickets. You're like, dude, rock 'em in. Enjoy the show. I'm having a foursome later
It's a
tonight.
7-Eleven. And who gives a shit? You're looking for a fucking. You can't have it all. You want to be a producer and you want to be doing threesomes with your ex?
Why can't I have it all? Why
I
not?
don't know. I don't think unless you're Tom Brady.
No, I'm not Tom Brady.
That's what I'm saying. Unless you're Tom Brady, I don't know if you can have it all.
We're like Mr. Brady with all that AIDS.
Oh Jesus,
That was funny when he got AIDS.
It was funny.
that was funny.
He was in the closet.
Yeah, of course. They all had to be in a closet.
Yeah, you couldn't really be. Remember they would like have.
They're all in the closet. Like, who is that? Oh, that's Rock Hudson over here.
Yeah, Admiral Pussy Hound.
So many in the closet.
Remember, like Lib actually go on like Merv Griffin's show, and Merv would be like, Lee, you're such a catch. You're out there. He's like, I just can't find the right girl. I'm out there. I'm just looking and looking.
His long coat
He's wearing like a
in
meat
California in the summer.
He's blowing a Dachshund, He's just sucking this little dog's dick, Just can't find the right girl, Merv. Would you get hit by a racquetball? Yes, racquetball.
Everyone played along. Even Johnny Carson had to play along. Everybody was straight back then. Nobody was.
Think about fucking Harvey Firestein.
Yeah, but
What
he
about
was-
the-
he
who
was
that,
out.
that guy Paul Lynn too. Come on, he was like
He was never,
flaming.
yeah.
Yeah, but nobody said you're a big.
No.
I'm sure everybody knew he was.
Then he had that escort, that boy, fall out of his window of his house and die.
Who, Paul Lynn?
Oh, Lynn, yeah. He was a huge drunk. And he also hated Jews. He'd be like, oh, these Jews.
Oh, the Jews.
Did you read his book?
Oh, Gilbert Gottfried does a whole thing about it. These stinking Jews keeping my career down. These fucking. May they all burn in hell for killing our Lord and Savior. So anyway, so you're still fucking your ex-wife. You're a couple months behind on your rent. Can you like Airbnb half your place and can you monetize it at all?
No, I'll figure it out. I got this
All right,
handled.
okay, all right. Just,
How much you owe your landlord?
I just gotta square up with January.
And what is he giving you extra time or what?
Yeah, no, I'm in touch with them. I got some money coming in, so
see, what always good whenever you owe people money, you stay in touch with them.
yeah.
That's what you do. I
Really?
learned that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't like
Where'd you
hide
learn
out.
that?
What's that?
Where'd you learn that?
Because I used to borrow money a lot from people when I was like broke and young, young in the city, and I would kind of duck people until I had the money. I was embarrassed, but then I was.
They would get mad, right? Because they think you're ducking them.
These are always friends. You don't really want to borrow money from friends anyway, but like I was 22, 21, whatever.
Doing a lot of blow, right?
Selling a lot of blow and doing it too. But like, I would need like.
You do your taxes when you do sell blow for a living.
You check the box, self-employed. Self-employed.
A little file in your tax
Right.
tax returns.
I had to pay all my taxes rolled up and just rolled up singles. Yeah. But it's one of those things where if you owe somebody money, you're smart to do that. You're smart to keep them in the loop with and if you owe them $500, you have 100, give them 100.
Yeah.
Just whatever, just kind of chip away at it. So you know what to do. You're no spring chicken, so you've been around the block.
And you don't have a roommate?
Yeah, I do have a roommate.
And can you kind of take advantage of that to make him pay extra?
No, I got it covered. I know what I'm doing. So it just sucks because I was doing well for so long, and then the company that I was involved with, they're not pulling their weight anymore, and they had to let me go. I was like totally in the clear. It was like for like 6 years I didn't have to worry about shit. It was nice. I got a nice apartment and everything like that, and then basically
Show business?
Yeah, it was LED lighting. It was basically the lights that you have here is sort of similar to that. I met them because when I was a stand-in on The Sopranos, I always hated the heat from the lights when you're sitting there and you're waiting all that long while they're setting up. So I met it's called Bright Shot, and I met them about 7 years ago, and it was just at a time when my wife had left. And it was like right around a really bad time for me. And I went to a party, and this guy's like, hey, you want to check out my new invention? And I was like, yeah, whatever. He goes, oh, it's an LED light for TV and film. It's only 3.8 amps. It goes any color temperature, and it's got no heat. So it's got like built-in special effects like police lights and lightning and all this
And what
shit.
happened then? What they went out of
What happened
business?
was, well, they hired me. I got that, like, I was like, you're going to hire me. I'm going to get you on TV and film because I know so many people. And so I said, 2 days later, he's like, I'm not hiring anybody right now. I said, you're going to hire me. So 2 days later, I called him up. I said, bring the light down to the Ed Sullivan Theater. I got your demo with David Letterman. And then 2 days later, I said, bring your lights to Sirius. I got you a demo with Howard Stern TV. And
Are you serious?
Not very. So I after that they hired me and I got them on Blue Bloods and we were doing really well because we were the only light that did that, and they made me a partner in the company, and everything was going good. But then the competition, Airy, they basically took the same thing that we did and stole it, and they're huge and we weren't, so they basically they pinched us. And that's where they're still doing okay now, but they basically couldn't afford to pay me anymore, or the company would have went in.
Same thing happened to Snapchat. Facebook wanted to buy Snapchat for like billions of dollars. Snapchat's like, no, we're fine. And now Snapchat's going to go out of business
It's gone.
Facebook just took what they were doing.
Yeah.
I hate the
With
heat
funny
for the lights 'cause
faces.
my wig always falls off when I'm acting, because all the toupee glue, it just slides right off.
You really should be like an old-timey actor.
Yeah.
You should have been Merv Griffin's sidekick. On the fucking
Drunk on the couch.
just a drunk.
Smoking a cigar.
Maybe gay, maybe not.
Exactly. Women come over and she goes, we had that girl and Stacy girl on the show yesterday, and some guy on Twitter goes, congratulations, you made it past that fucking creep, Brian McCarthy. I'm like, I don't think I would consider.
No, you are creepy because you pretend you're blind so we can get real close to women, get real close to their face.
Yeah.
I thought she was cute. I was taken with her.
Well, she actually did Grandma Sylvia's funeral with me. That's how I know Stacy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the play.
Yeah.
Oh, the play.
Ever fuck her?
Is she fucking Gino? Somebody said she's fucking Gino. That's a yes.
I don't think right now.
What do you mean, the second?
No, I think it's
Because we're
happened
pre-taping?
in the past.
You fucked her on February 5th.
This is February 6th, but on the day we're taping it,
Right.
he might or may not be fucking her.
That horrible Philly accent. Oh, I'm coming. Oh, this cum's coming out of my cock. Oh, this is amazing. Your pussy, your twat, so nice.
You don't even talk like that.
I don't know.
That's more of a Baltimore accent anyway.
I'm from Baltimore.
No, I've known Stacy for about 25 years almost.
25 years?
Yeah.
Holy
Or
shit.
something like that. It's a long time.
She's holding up. She's cute. Like,
Oh, no,
I
she's
didn't know she was that old. I thought she was in her 30s.
No, she's actually might be a year older than me. I think
Is that
she's
right?
47. No,
48.
she looks great. She actually looks better than she did when I first met her, to be honest with you.
I looked up her picture of her husband because that's why I took his name down on Facebook. I was going to try to be a friend with him, but I'm like, he'll probably catch on that. Because she was weird. She was on the show, not yesterday, 2 weeks ago yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry.
And because they never fucked without a condom.
You would never fuck her or anything. They had a really terrible sex life.
Yeah.
Like 10 years. Although I'm one to talk. At least he got laid.
You are one to talk.
Yeah, like I'm
He won't. What won't you do?
well, I mean, not that I won't go down on my wife, but we're kind of in a real dry spell. For like
Just
the
your house is crazy. Your daughter's bleeding. You won't go down on your wife. You got all kinds of wild animals running around. You don't know what's coming or going. You can't see half the time. Your wife's probably fucking the UPS guy.
Yeah. Every time I did this is true story. A couple years ago, friends come to the apartment, and I thought it'd be funny if I opened the door naked. And I was going to do that thing where you tuck your cock between your legs, like Signs of the Lambs.
Yeah, sure.
So I
We've all done this gag.
I get a buzz from the buzzer. I run downstairs. I tuck my cock, which is pretty meaty.
You guys know this story?
Oh, yeah.
And I open and I go like this.
Go and finish the story, Artie. You told the story like 10 times. I don't know if he told it on Misery Loves Company or if he told it here. It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
It doesn't
I open
matter.
the door and I'm like this, and it's the UPS guy, it's this black guy, and I go, all right, I go, oh my
goes,
god,
oh, yeah.
and he literally was like Scooby Doo, like this all ghost, He's
He was black, right?
but yeah, and he
Was
ran.
it MLK Day?
It was no, it was, but I was expecting a case of wine, which you have to sign for. So like, I ran upstairs. It was the winter, and I just got a pair of underwear and a shirt, and I ran down the street. And he's in the car, and he's like visibly traumatized. And I was like, dude, I said, I thought you were a friend. I said, white people, we get naked in front of each other. It's like something we do as a goof.
You made it worse by
He
making
goes,
it
oh,
racial.
Hell, man, no, hell, fuck this. I thought he was gonna quit his job and just get out of the truck and never leave all the packages there. So,
Finally gets a job. Now he has to quit.
right. He's like, I did 10 years upstate for this bullshit.
Oh, shit.
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 Yeah.
MLK Day.
Was it? Well, that was 2
Well, that
weeks
was
and a day ago.
yesterday. Yeah, 2 weeks and 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Wait, how'd you celebrate it? BBQ?
I went to the bar across the street from here, had a French onion soup and 4 Pinot Grigios.
And sat there with the soup?
Sat there with the soup.
You should get the 4 Pinot Grigios at the same time. Just surround the big soup crock.
All excited. My wine.
Which one should I drink first?
No, the warmest one. And the coldest one will be the last one. I had Amy, the Irish bartender. I was like, I always wondered, like in Ireland, like how does anybody?
Yeah, but can't you get a job like at one of those places?
I've been looking, man. It's tough. It's tough out there right now.
Do you drink?
Fuck yeah, I drink.
When you get a job as a bartender, they want you to be sober, or
it all
they don't want
depends
you to
on the
drink
owner.
too much, right?
I've been behind the bar sober. Like I've worked at places that don't let you drink behind the bar. Right. But there are places that are okay with it. But you got to count money at the end. When it comes to bartending, I take it kind of serious. And at the end of the night, if you can't count your money, you don't have a job.
And also, if you're
so drunk, you're like 22.
I've seen it. I've been there. So like,
also, if your drawer's short, you have to pay the money.
And if it's over, that means you're stealing.
Right.
I've seen.
I said my drawer was short last night. You know what I'm saying? That's a small dick joke, I think.
You're a prince too. Every once in a while, you get one over the fence.
So what was the last bartending job you had?
It was on the 13th and A.
Oh, what year?
Oh, well, for 6 years, I didn't have to worry about bartending.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
So they want you to have some recent experience because you be like, I know how to make an old fashioned. What are new drinks?
Yeah.
No.
Sex on the beach. That sounds crazy.
The lady will have a mudslide, and then she'll have a drink.
Don't they want you to be up with the current?
Every bar has a different menu. You have to learn the menu
of what they make.
Right.
Yeah, I can't even imagine going back there. I used to bartend.
Yeah. Ugh.
I was not the best.
I used to give Mr. Boston book and hide in my pants, and then they'd be like, "Let me get a Rob Roy." I'd be like, "All right, it's down here," and I would go in the ice bin and just get Rob Roy and be like, "Oh, white vermouth and fucking scotch or whatever," And so you pick it. Although 9 times out of 10, people just order a
vodka
fucking
soda.
vodka soda. Jack of the Rocks.
Anyone who orders a fancy drink is usually a douche anyway.
Oh yeah, I worked at a place that was called Tiki Room, and it was like there was like a 3-page drink menu.
I worked at a place called Tiki Torch. It was actually a different kind of a place.
Were you proud to work there?
Usually, at the end of every shift, we'd hang a black guy.
Oh Jesus!
It's called Tiki Torch.
I know the owner, Tim Lynch.
Oh my God! Ouch.
Good times.
But I had to like learn all these like frozen drinks. It was horrible. I'd like make it shitty just so the person wouldn't order the second one.
Yeah. I'd come in them, and
most people are pissed. Hey, a little lemonade for your rum runner. There you go. But you know what? What is that? Who's that guy that does our shows? Brian McFadden.
Yeah.
I wonder if he could hook him up with it. I wonder if.
Why? What's he do?
Family owns a bar called McFadden.
Oh, that's Brian. He's going to be here tomorrow. Not tomorrow.
In
2 weeks ago.
McKenna?
Brian McKenna.
Yeah, right. Brian McKenna.
He was here 2 weeks ago today.
blew my mind.
We got to get that guy from the Time Machine.
What about the March 19th? Right. Whoa. We don't need roads, yo.
Back to the Future, motherfucker.
Every ribs, yo.
Ryan McKenna's going to be he was on the show 2 weeks ago, and we got you a job.
Yeah. By the way, I paid my rent.
Got you a job. No, he actually might be. Yeah, he has a bar.
Yeah, I would love
14th
to.
Street. Will you go all the way down there?
Yeah, sure.
His family owns it.
And he's a show business guy, and he might be able to hook you up. We'll talk to him.
All right, cool. That'd be cool, man. Thanks.
Because he picks up shifts, and they might just need somebody to pick up shifts.
Yeah, sure.
And he likes a guy who drinks on a job and then can't count his money at the end of the shift.
48.
I always count my money.
In Steve's defense, he's usually too coked up to make mistakes. He's pretty wired when he's drinking, so he's all right. He evens them out.
Oh, what a disaster.
What a disaster.
No, that'd be funny if we got you a job.
That would be great if you got me a job.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. He's a good egg. So
he'll be here.
He's talking with Jim Brewer, or he was, or something. I don't even know. I don't know what's going on.
There's too many people out there.
Yeah, we're pre-taping this. We're pre-taping this because I'm touring. I'm on tour today.
Oh, cool.
So,
Where are you going to be 2 weeks from now?
I don't know, but I'll tell you.
Can't tell you. He's touring with Louis C.K.
So I can't. I have to. It's all on the.
Yeah.
You guys have to parachute in. You're just jerking off.
I can't get it. He can't catch a break.
Well, I think he's doing okay on the road,
He's
right?
doing pretty good.
Really? Okay.
Better than me.
Yeah, no kidding. Right?
No, but I just like they don't want to let him breathe.
Yeah, it's a sticky situation, as most jizz related.
But he's real salt of the earth.
No, it's sticky because they're basically.
She's whacking it.
No, it's sticky because they don't want him to be able to fucking talk. You know what I mean? So he didn't commit.
He didn't rape anybody. Just
No,
like,
he didn't commit a crime. So it's like now it's almost like a free speech issue. You know,
Yeah.
like they don't want him to. They don't, even though there's demand for his services. These people, they're like, no, he shouldn't be allowed to make money or speak. They don't think he should be allowed to speak. You know, like
Plus,
in
he has
comedy
people-
clubs, or he should be silenced forever because they don't like him. You know, because they don't like what he did. So that's that. But he's doing fine. He's going to do fine because he's selling tickets. You know, and I don't think that's going to stop. Because people are curious. Now it's all they already thought he was funny, talented guy, and now they're curious about what the fuck's going on.
Everybody wants to be the first person to put it on Twitter. Oh, he said this, and start the whole fucking ball.
Yeah, they want to
rolling
be
again.
there. It's like when I was watching that fucking Fire Festival thing on Netflix.
That's great.
It's like all those people that went. I don't even feel bad for them because they always want to be the first person. They always want to be the first person to try something, or they always want to be like the first people to go to see the movie, or they got to be the first person. So like I'm gonna go to this Fire Festival. I'm like, huh?
What's fun? I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's
You probably didn't pay your Netflix bill, but listen,
ask your neighbor to put on you. Listen through the door. On Netflix, I'm listening.
ask them for the passcode.
Yeah.
No, it's a guy in the Bahamas that did the fucking the music festival and all.
EDM music festival.
There's supposed to be all these models there. They did a promo and there was like all these supermodels, but the guy was a scam artist, But people sign up. They're like, what could go wrong? First of all, you don't even know.
It was like $25,000. It was like supposed to have luxury villas in the Bahamas.
Yeah, and it was just they had like fucking tents, hurricane tents.
And they had to cancel it, and they had to cancel it little. And then the guy he's in jail for 6 years.
Oh wow! I did you.
No, but they canceled it like the day people were already there. Then they canceled it.
Right.
People flew in. They're like, "We're going to the Fire Festival in the Bahamas," and then like a school bus picked them up at the airport, and the bus driver was like, "You people are fucked." He's taking him. He goes, "That's where you're staying." Just like these
You said Fire Festival. I thought you meant like that thing that happened in Mexico with the gas pipeline.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said I wouldn't.
Anthony spoke about it yesterday. They had all the footage. So I guess there's a gas shortage in Mexico, and there's this giant pipeline that goes through Mexico. Like I guess funnels, it goes to the cartels or something. So people were poking holes in the gas pipeline and getting gas from there. So they poked so many holes that it was like the gas wouldn't stop, and it blew up.
Yeah.
And all these people were on fire, running through the fields. They played it on Anthony's show yesterday. It was pretty fucked up.
Yesterday? You mean 2 weeks ago?
Hey, these burritos spicy. Ah! Ay, Dios
It'd be
mío.
funny if something crazy happened like in these 2 weeks and we don't even comment on it.
Yeah. How could you not be talking about Trump? There, look.
Is that what it is?
That's the pipeline that blew up.
It's just a party.
That's the Fire Festival. They went
I'm
to the
from
wrong
that's
place.
called Cinco de Mayo. No, I didn't hear anything about this, honestly.
Yeah, look.
And I read the news in the current time and in the past.
First, they poked holes in it and was stealing gas, and then someone obviously.
Of course, they're going to steal gas. They're Mexicans. That's what they do. My wife's Hispanic. I know how they do it. She's always,
The hose, Kevin.
she's always stealing from me.
Right.
My wife never tells me when she's going to take my money. Never. Not once. We have a joint account. She never goes like, oh, I'm going to, she never asked if there's money in it. She just takes it. It's the same thing these fucking dirty Mexicans are doing. They just take they take and then they wait till they get caught. Then they go, oh, that was not cool.
So sorry.
That's
Okay, sure.
she was Asian too.
Right.
No, but that's what she do. Do an impression of my wife apologizing.
Listen, I'm sorry. Your money's my money. I married you. You suck my culo like 8 times a day. Why want $800 for some shoes? I'm gonna fucking take it.
No, I mean, literally, that's what she does. She goes, oh, I had to buy this, but she'll just take $600. Like, who does that?
Your
Like,
wife?
She just assumes I got more, like that fucking pipeline.
Right.
Fucking dirty Mexicans.
You and your Louis C.K. can go and make more money, and I can have some more money. That's it. Bueno, bueno.
No, it would be fun to sell tickets, sell out in a fucking hour.
By the way, I know what.
Your fucking landlord. Yeah, I just sold out a fucking show in an hour.
Here you go. Here's your blood money. She should come and host MLC when you can't.
Yeah, first she said okay, and then she's like, nah, I don't think so. She's a fucking moody. You know how she don't even hook me up with any of her friends. The yogurt festival.
Hey,
The yogurt festival.
Consuela, come suck his cock.
Come over here.
You sit on my face. I'm gonna suck his cock. Okay, we're gonna have a nice Tuesday night. 2 weeks from now.
I can't even imagine. My wife's too jealous. She would never. She would never bring it.
She's jealous, but she just enjoys chicks.
Well,
She's using you
Yeah.
to have a threesome, but really she wants to be with a
Oh, yeah,
chick.
no, she definitely loves to go down on women, and it's
She's
fun.
a lesbian then, probably, right?
No, she likes cock, too.
No, but if you really like, I mean, I've met some lesbians that are like, no, I like to get my pussy eaten, but I don't like to eat pussy. It's like, you're not a lesbian.
Oh, man, the last girl I was seeing, she did not fucking go down at all.
On anybody?
No, I maybe girls, but not when she was with me, but not one blowjob. I was with her for like almost 8 months.
Did you bring it up?
Yeah.
What'd she
Of course
say?
I did. She goes, I don't do that.
Oh.
I was like, but I just ate your pussy for 20 minutes. Are you fucking kidding? And she's like, I just don't do it. And I had to wear a condom. It was horrible.
What?
Yeah.
While she was not blowing, you had to wear a condom?
Yeah, I was
You
like,
wear one all the time.
there was
24 hours a day to
a
wear a
whole
condom.
drawer full. I was like, all right. Well,
You had a drawer full?
yeah. I was like, how do you keep pulling these condoms out? Where are they coming from?
She wouldn't blow. She doesn't blow.
No.
And she was hot?
She was cute.
Yeah, but they're a girl that won't blow somebody, she's got
She
problems.
was a total starfish.
What does that
Fucking laid
mean?
there.
Oh, yeah? Was she like raped as a...
I think she was.
She got her period?
She got drunk and said something about her brother. I was like, oh.
Uh-oh. Tommy's cute.
Did you ever
Thanksgiving?
Did you ever have sex with did you ever sex with your brother, Kevin's wife?
What?
Time traveling. No, I'm pretending you're my wife
Okay.
and you fucked your brother.
Oh, yeah. It was, sometimes in the jungle, I will get confused. And everything I say, is that my uncle? Is that my brother? Or is it both of them? I don't mind. Let's pull a train, boys. Choo-choo. Choo-choo.
No, I can only do that because my wife doesn't have a brother. If she had a brother, she'd be like, "How fucking dare you disrespect my family? Like, just take $400 out of the fucking joint account, you'll be fine. You fucking cunt whore."
Right. Go buy a,
My wife don't listen to the show. Actually, she does sometimes, so I got to be careful.
buy a pork shoulder.
Honey. Today we got into a fight because my son's been sick. And so we were debating because usually I don't even wake up, but today my son's been sick, so I'm like, I want to make sure he had something to eat or whatever. I was just curious. Anyway, so he has a hoodie, then another hoodie. So my wife goes, that's not enough. I go, he's got 2 hoodies. It's going to be fine. She goes, he needs a hat. I go, put a fucking hat on him. And then I go back to bed. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm really fighting about if he should wear 2 hoods or one hat with 2 hoods. You know what I mean? But that was 2 weeks ago. So I'm sure
better now.
I'm sure things are much better now. Anyway, all right, so you want to plug anything?
Yeah, I have my Aftershock XL podcast up on Spotify and iTunes.
Does XL mean extra large?
Well, it just Aftershock was taken, so I said XL, and it worked. So, like, as far as domain names go,
Oh, why is it after? Is that your...
Aftershock jock kind of.
Oh.
So, like, you know, like I'm trying to fill the void that Howard left, I guess.
All right.
Well, he's not. No one's doing what he used to do, really, except for maybe a couple of like Anthony and you.
At the risk of being unpopular, I still listen to Howard Show religiously, and it's fucking really good.
Well, he's a great interviewer, but
I mean, it's also there's
when's
also
the last
bits,
time he had like he spanked a girl's ass or somebody got naked or something.
Well,
you know?
there's lots of gay shit. They trust
It's
me.
totally gay now.
They mix it up a lot. It's funny. They have a
Who do they use for like the third wheel now?
they have
Who's the
team
third-
writers, and they don't even need a third person.
No, but who do they rely on? Because Robin's not
Benji?
funny. So who do they rely?
He's not in the studio anymore.
Who do they rely on for laughs?
They bring in it's now more.
There's no steady guy. There's no steady guy, right?
It's a cast of characters now. It's kind
But
of
there's no third.
the limo driver is in the studio a lot, and then they'll have in Mamet, who's a writer. Then you have Chris Wilde, who's a writer, and you'll have this
Shuley or whoever.
Shuley, and they do a round table now where and everyone will pull their favorite bits, and it's evolved. I love the old show, but the new show, in my opinion, is still really, really, really good. So, and I'm sorry that you guys had a falling out.
It wasn't a falling out, really.
I mean, you're not really allowed in the show anymore.
Well, No, I'm not. But it's not. It's not just me. But since I don't have that bridge anymore, why should I not say what I need, what I feel? You know what I'm saying?
Sure, of course.
Because it's like, what happened was. When the Periscope first came out, I was actually with Stacey Pressman. It's actually our fault.
Hey, were you having a submarine sandwich?
No, so we.
I didn't get it. What is it?
Periscope?
Oh.
Oh God, horrible. So anyway,
He's got a job. Can you imagine?
Yeah. So I didn't know what Periscope really was, and the day before, the article came out about how Howard's changed and how he has Marcy Turk, and now it's all about moving forward. So it was like the day before. So Stacey went on Periscope, and I was kidding around, and I was saying all the shit that was in the article, and somehow or another, Radar Online listened to it, and they heard it, and they wrote a whole big thing about me talking about Howard. So I guess I'm banned from the show because of that.
Yeah.
And many other things now, because since I can't go on and promote anything, what the fuck do I care?
Right. And how do you plan on monetizing your podcast?
I have sponsors lined up already, believe it or not.
I believe it.
What kind of sponsor?
I have Warsteiner Beer. I have my friend's group, the DCL firm. It's a law firm. And my buddy Richard Prinzi, he has an accounting firm, F Sharp. He's a tax attorney. He's really, really fucking good. So those three people are all committing to my show.
All right. F Sharp. Well, that's music to my ears.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Do you guys knew each other before this? Right?
Yeah, we know for years.
Oh, so
He used to come visit me when I was bartending.
Yeah.
I didn't know you got so
have a
mad at
mutual-
his puns. Did he always got mad at your puns?
No, it's the newer. I'm in the pun phase of my career. Like Howard is in the fucking his hot wife and in Palm Beach, and I'm in the
Wife's
lost.
not even hot.
I don't find her attractive
I
at
think
all.
Beth is. Come on, Beth is cute. Whatever.
I mean, if you like that horse-faced blonde kind of a look, I'm not a fan.
Okay.
You know what I like?
Yeah.
A deep culo.
One over here is the only one for you. You hate me, but you love me. That's all you got in your life is for me.
Just a blonde with the big fucking mane, and
Yeah, I don't.
Not a fan.
The couple of times I met her, she was not very nice.
Yeah.
She was kind of really like. She looked at me like I was like a bug.
Right.
Yeah, I think she's a snob, and I think she's trying to.
She and Eddie If went to high school together.
Yeah, that's not a good fucking thing either. Eddie If's a creep. No, I think he's in a snob phase of his career and his life.
Yeah.
Does your buddy want to plug anything?
Pat, you got anything you want to plug?
Right now, I was just on Blind Spot and Bull, but other
Yeah,
than
he's an actor. He actually gets work.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Blind
looks
Spot
like an
Bull.
actor.
I'm on my way to go audition for, I think, a show called The Oath right now.
You do a lot of Shakespeare in the park? I'm kidding, because you don't
no,
look
I haven't
like
done
a.
a play in years, but
I don't know if you've been.
mostly
how you
all
look in
TV
tights?
nowadays. TV movies, that's about it.
Yeah. Lifetime movies. You ever work with Tori Spelling? Mother, May I Sleep with Danger? My favorite Lifetime movie ever.
Really?
Mother,
R.
May I-
Kelly didn't the Lifetime do other R. Kelly series?
Yeah, the documentary. Yeah, they did. I didn't.
I couldn't get through 20 minutes. It just fucking pissed me
You
off.
Oh. Jerking off so much?
Oh
just,
yeah.
sit
Went
in
through a whole
public
box
cum.
of Kleenex.
Roommate's like, can you do that in the room, please?
All these 12-year-olds.
Yeah, right. Help wanted ads. I'll come all over them. Help wanted ads. I'm 70. Hey, remember, folks, BrianPMcCarthy.com. Go to that shop.
Pay for pay.
Pay for pay and FOR pay. And pick up a hilarious T-shirt. We have more coming out every day. And, of course, at Brian P. McCarthy on Twitter. Thank you to Compound.
And yeah,
Thank you,
and
Steve. Best of luck with everything.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you, Pat.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Kevin
Thank you.
Brennan 666, Kevin Brennan 666 on the Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and go to my website kevinbrennancomedian.com for dates. I know in the at the end of I'll be in Mohegan Sun the end of February.
Better bring some sunscreen.
Why?
Mohegan Sun.
No, it's a casino in the
Shit.
Poconos.
What you meant the actual surface of the sun. Oh. Yeah.
Oh boy.
So and
go
I got
out.
other dates, but I can't announce them. But anyway, it don't matter. So I'll try to keep my website updated, but it's kind of been a mess lately because for different reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
I don't even know what I'm saying. Anyway,
Hudson Web Media.
Hudson Web Development.
That's right.
And congratulations to the Rams winning the Super Bowl. I really think they're going to win because Tom Brady. I think they got two ferocious guys, defensive linemen. The Rams do. One guy hates everybody. His last name is Sue, S-U-H. And then they got this other guy, Aaron Donald. And they're nasty motherfuckers. They get to Tom Brady. Tom Brady doesn't like to get beat up at all.
I also think for the Patriots, it's going to be a weird thing because his sister just broke her nose with a football. So it's going to be real. His mind might not be in the game.
Who got?
Don't you remember the episode of the Brady Bunch?
Oh, my nose.
Here's the story of my dad has AIDS.
That would have been a better show.
Yeah.
He's just
This is
coughing a
Brady
lot.
is fucking Greg, and
Exactly.
they all got AIDS.
Everyone's got AIDS. Little Cindy's covered in sores.
They all got to get AIDS vaccinations if they get near their dad, just so they don't pick it up.
Hugging each other through saran wrap.
Anyway, thanks to the crew for sitting on a pre-tape.
Thank you.
And February 6th.
Yeah, what a day.
Nothing happened.
13 degrees.
Sam, the butcher's got AIDS now?
That's right. Chop it up.